Hi, I'm Deborah Higdon. I'm the principal of Lakelands Park Middle School. I'm also a graduate student at Bowie State University. In 2014, my assistant principal, Carrie Reed, and I presented at a national conference, the Association of Middle Level Educators, AMLE, National Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. We presented a workshop on courageous conversations for cowards. When we started the workshop, we actually introduced ourselves as recovering cowards. Yep, in front of everybody, we called ourselves cowards. That came about because one day we were talking about a conference we were getting ready to have, and we realized that we hated those kinds of conferences. We were going to go into a conference that was going to be very contentious. Now, I'm a principal. She's an assistant principal. And we know that in our job, there was going to be many times we would have to meet with students, with staff, and with parents. But we didn't know that so many of those conversations would just make us go like, I just hate these kind of conversations. They were always going to be very contentious, back and forth and back and forth. So as we continued to talk, we realized that through the years, we have both come up with some strategies. And that's what I want to share with you. I want to share the information that we shared, Carrie Reed and I shared at the conference called Courageous Conversations for Cowards. Before this is over, I promise you, I'm going to give you three strategies that you can use in any contentious conversation. And it's going to make you come out feeling better, and you will know that you have had a courageous conversation. But before we get started, I want to ask you some questions. I want to find out if you are a conversation coward. So let me go to the next slide. If you answer yes to any of these questions, then you're watching the right video. Okay, are you a conversation coward? Do you avoid difficult conversations? When you are having a conversation with someone, do you say things like, well, that's not really what I'm saying? Do you avoid speaking your truth? Do you try to sugarcoat something as opposed to just getting right to the facts? Do you become physically ill when you even think about having certain conversations? That was me. My hand is up. I used to have a headache, an upset stomach. I would just physically start to shake. I would get so nervous. And sometimes I'd even be in a conference and the sweat would just bead up on my head and start coming down when I thought about having certain types of conversations. Would you prefer death over a difficult conversation? I mean, I've talked to people and they say, I'd rather die than talk about such and such. Then if you've answered yes to any of these, you avoid certain conversations, you will not speak your truth, you become physically ill, you prefer death over certain courageous conversations, then you are a conversation coward. But I have some good news for you. In a couple minutes, I'm going to give you these strategies that's going to make even the most difficult conversation become so much easier for you. I want you to remember SOS. Now, we know SOS stands for rescue. That's what we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to give you some strategies to rescue you in very difficult conversations. SOS. Before you go into a conversation, I want you to be prepared to state the facts. I want you to also give it some thought and be ready to offer some solutions. But most of all, you must plan to remain calm. Stay calm. Again, SOS. State the facts, offer some solutions, and stay calm. Okay, let's go to the first slide here. State the facts. Facts come in a lot of different ways. It can be data, dates, time, places, actual conversations, and even witness statements. What you want to do, even as you start to prepare for a courageous conversation, is you really need to gather some facts. And don't just gather just the bad facts. Gather some good facts. For example, if you're having a conversation with an employee who does a lot of things well, but there's just one area that they're slacking, start off talking about those things they do well and gather the facts. Whatever you do, don't try to make up something to make somebody feel good. Talk about what is concrete that you have data on that they actually do. But also, on the flip side of that, when you know you're going to have to mention some things that are contentious, that may make someone upset, that may make you feel a little nervous and upset talking about it, you want to make sure you have your facts right. You want to give the truth. So get whatever you can, dates, time. If you have cameras like in your workplace, we happen to have them in our school. Sometimes a photo is worth 1,000 words. Get everything you need, get it together, just the facts, so that you can start off speaking your truth. So, for example, maybe you're going to talk to an employee who comes in late all the time. One of the things that you want to do is you want to say that, hey, the last 3 out of 5 days, you've been late. You may want to even state Monday and Tuesday you were late, you came on time Wednesday, but then Thursday you came late. And if you have the details, maybe if you have a camera or you actually were the witness, you can say, hey, you came in, you're supposed to start at 7. You came in at 7:15 on Monday. Tuesday, you came in at 8:20. Thursday was a little bit better, but you were still late because you came in at 7:45. Give some facts with some dates. And then if you actually spoke to them, talk about an actual conversation. I was in the main office on Thursday when you came in. It had already been brought to my attention that you were late the other 2 days. So I was hoping to see you. And Thursday, 7:45, you were late again. If there were witnesses, make sure you mention them. The assistant principal, Ms. Reed, was there, and so was my secretary. State the facts. But after you've stated the facts, you want to do another thing. You want to offer some solutions. So you've already told them, look, you've been a great employee, but the last couple of weeks you've been coming late. Last week was really a serious problem. You came in late 3 of the 5 days. Your start time is supposed to be at 7. You came in 7:15, 8:20. You came in 7:45. What's going on? Offer to listen to them. That doesn't sound like a solution, but it actually is. It's a great solution. Give them an opportunity to open up and tell you what's going on. And then also know what your bottom line is. So they may tell you they've had trouble with their car or childcare trouble. But if you really want them at work at a certain time, or if there's an assignment that's not being done, know your bottom line and be prepared to state it. And then offer them some assistance. You know, if you can change their assignment, if you can change their start time, if there's somebody else in the office who may be able to help them. Maybe they need some new training or they need a review of procedures. Whatever it is, you want to be prepared to offer a solution. And you've already stated the facts. Now you're going to offer a solution. Also, be open for them to offer a solution. As you're listening, sometimes as people start talking, they'll start talking and they start working it out as the more they talk, they'll say, you know what? I could get my sister to drop the kids off. I could get up about 15, 20 minutes earlier and avoid the traffic on 495. Whatever it is, sometimes you'd be surprised. They'll have the solutions right there. But whatever you decide, make sure you repeat the decision so everybody is on the same page. Last but not least, make sure you stay calm. Do not panic. Control the pace of the meeting. Make sure you speak your truth. That's so important that you are honest with that person. Leave some room for some flexibility. Maybe Monday and Tuesday, they do have to be late, and that's where you offer maybe to make a change in their start time or a change in the assignment. Or they may even have to take a loss of pay. But keep some flexibility. The bottom line is you are in charge. You are the captain of this ship. Stay calm. Make sure you come in speaking your truth. And when you've spoken your truth, that's one of the greatest things you can do to make sure you stay calm. So let's say you've been a conversation coward. Well, in just a few minutes, I have given you some great solutions. So when you have that next meeting and you know you're going to go in and your stomach's starting to quake and you're feeling a little bit upset and you're not really sure how you're going to handle things, remember SOS, courageous conversations for cowards. It's your time to just stop right where you are because there is a lifeline being thrown out to you. Get the facts. Gather your facts because when you go in the meeting, one of the first things you're going to do is you are going to state the facts. You're going to have dates, you're going to have times, you're going to have place, you're going to have data, you may have witness statements, and you may have actual conversations. And then you're going to be prepared to offer some solutions. But you're going to listen first. Hey, they may talk themselves so much into a solution that you don't even have to offer one yourself. They may come up with the solution. But be ready to still speak your truth because there may be some things that are non-negotiable for you. Be honest. If there's something you can't do, say so right then. But do leave some room for flexibility. Whenever you've had to have courageous conversations and say things that may upset someone, you always want to give them an opportunity for flexibility or to save some face. So they may offer something and it may not be ideal, but if they're really trying to work out a situation and find a solution, keep some flexibility. But before the conversation is over, make sure you state everything that you've decided. Know what the plans are. Be clear. You stated, they stated. If necessary, put it in writing. I always like to follow up these kind of conversations with something in writing. Email to me is great. I like to say, thank you for meeting with me on such and such a date. This is what we talked about. And as a result, this is how we're going to move forward. If you have any questions about what is written, please let me know. And because I'm the principal, I send it with return receipt requested because I want to make sure that it's been delivered and it's been read. And so that helps me in these different contentious types of conversations to stay calm because I've stated the facts and I've offered solutions. So hopefully one day soon you'll be like me. Whenever you introduce yourself, you can say your name, but you won't say that you're a coward. What you can say is that you are a recovering coward, that you do have courageous conversations because you use SOS. You state the facts, you offer solutions, and you stay calm. This is Deborah Higdon, principal of Lakelands Park Middle School and graduate student at Bowie State University. I hope that this has been a great help to you.